And thanks again so much for joining us on this Sunday evening, the first of 4 regular season meetings between the Lakers at 16-3 and the Utah Jazz at 10-1 at home, only 1-6 out on the road. As we get to the starting lineups for the Los Angeles Lakers, Slava Medvedenko gets his first start of the season along with Devean George. Shaquille O'Neal playing so very well, that calf no longer bothering him. Kobe Bryant and Gary Payton in the backcourt. Kobe coming off a big offensive game in Dallas. The head coach, the 11th in terms of all-time wins as a head coach in his 5th season, is Phil Jackson. For the Utah Jazz, up front, that's where they start. Maybe that's where this team will be carried over the next decade or so. Andrei Kirilenko up front with Matt Harpring. Harpring averaging 17 points per game. A familiar face in the middle in Greg Ostertag. DeShawn Stevenson, who came into the league out of high school, getting a chance to play along with Raul Lopez up front. And now in his 11th season, make that his 16th, excuse me, Jerry Sloan, the longest tenured head coach in all of professional sports in the United States. And the mailman, how could you ever forget him? And certainly 2 of his teammates, Gary Payton on your left and Shaquille O'Neal on your right, wearing his jersey during the national anthem as we are underway. The Lakers wearing their Sunday whites and the Utah Jazz in their purple road uniforms. They have it to start the game and will have it to start the 4th period. Ostertag, Shaq giving him all kinds of room. Here's Harpring at 6'7" out of Georgia Tech. Very active, good offensive rebounder. Has been struggling a little bit from the outside, as he shows you right there, misses long. Devean George with the first board.
For one thing, the Utah Jazz obviously have to do is, I think, try to, as much as they want the tempo to be a little quicker now that they don't have Malone and Stockton, they still have to try to control the tempo against the Lakers.
Kobe stumbles momentarily coming out to get that pass on the wing. Now 6 on the shot clock. Shaq moves inside, throws one up left-handed, almost got a prayer to go down. Harpring with a rebound. I agree with you, Stu. Utah wants to really get out and run against everybody, maybe, but the Lakers.
I mean, because the Lakers now with Gary Payton can push it and run with anybody. So you're put in a position where what do? You don't want to deal too much with Shaquille in the half court, but you don't want to get into a ragtag game on the road.
Nice backdoor cut by Harpring, who opens the books for Utah. Medvedenko with it, getting his first start of the year. Kobe looks inside. Nice steal by Kirilenko, stolen right back by Payton. One deserves another. Good pass to Payton outside, spots up for 3, misses that off the front of the iron. Shaq his first rebound. Shaq holding the ball in one hand, fresh shot clock, kicks outside to Devean George. Into the corner, wide open, Medvedenko. He ties it at 2.
Well, right away you can see that Kirilenko is one of those guys defensively that likes to roam around and help everybody. So his man is going to be vital. You make sure you make yourself available, go to the front of the rim when he needs it.
Kirilenko 4th in the NBA in steals at just over 2.3 per game. Harpring with it, the handoff to DeShawn Stevenson, pull-up jump shot, and that is nailed by the youngster out of Fresno. Again, came into the league out of Washington Union High School 4 years ago. Just underway inside to Medvedenko once again. Wants to turn, going to work on Kirilenko, and drops it out of bounds.
One thing you don't want to do if you're Slava against Andrei Kirilenko is try to put the ball on the floor to the left.
Quickly into the front court, caught the Lakers napping. Nice pass ahead by Raul Lopez. Injured all of last year, had been drafted previously by the Jazz. Kicks ahead, and Harpring's got his 4th point. Lakers trail at 6-2 inside to Shaquille. Had a lot of battles with Ostertag through the years, and most of them not very friendly. Devean George spots up and buries a long 2-pointer.
Shaquille doing his job, waiting for the double team, kept his head up, really surveyed the floor. Noticed Devean was the open man.
Utah's offense looking a little bit like the Lakers, a 2-guard front, lots of plays at the pinch post where Harpring is now. Lopez off a screen, and he knocks that down from 17 feet. Utah starts out blistering at 4 of 5.
One thing about Lopez, he can shoot the basketball, no question about it.
That ball off of Gary Payton, who touched it last, out of bounds, so it'll be the Jazz ball.
Gary trying to push it right back at him, had the ball stripped a little bit and trying to get it back. He was out of bounds actually when he touched the ball, thus the violation.
Crossover dribble around the screen from Ostertag is Lopez at about 6'1", maybe. Kirilenko, pull up 17-footer, no long rebound, comes out to Payton. Medvedenko running right side. Payton, oh, beautiful spin move, blocked by Kirilenko.
Yeah, you cannot show Kirilenko the basketball. If you're going to show it to him, he's going to generally get it.
Kirilenko finishes at the other end.
Boy, he's just very good at coming from the weak to the strong side defensively to erase shots, as Gary Payton had really done the job on Lopez, but didn't get the shot up.
Utah out to a very quick start, leading the Lakers 10-4, 8.5 minutes remaining in the first. Shaq with some room, spins away from Ostertag, misses an easy shot.
one more step for Shaquille. On the drop step baseline, he gets a dunk, he turned and settled for the little jumper.
Shaq currently leading the NBA in field goal efficiency at just over 54%. Devean George among the league leaders as well. Ostertag with it. Utah running their offense. Kicks outside to Harpring. 7 on the shot clock. Barely touched the front of the iron. Kirilenko hustles to go get it. It'll give Utah a fresh 24.
Well, they didn't reset.
They did not
clock,
reset.
So that's what the stoppage in the game is. The shot clock did not reset. So they'll have it probably with 23, 22 on it or something. 21, huh? So
wow.
Saying it took 3 seconds.
All the way through.
Whatever. Jerry Sloan will take that extra second off for the additional.
That was good hustle by Kirilenko off the badly missed shot from the perimeter. Raul Lopez out of Spain. Played for Real Madrid. Again, drafted a couple of seasons ago by Utah. Into Kirilenko. 12 on the shot clock. Backing down. Turns inside. Loses the handle. Good defense by Medvedenko.
Nice discipline that time by Slava, as he stayed down on the ground as Kirilenko was trying to make a move into the middle. Stayed down and caused the violation.
Medvedenko taking off from about the free throw line. That was an extended finger roll on the break.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it because the guard was there, Lopez, so he just throws it up and then tries to follow his own shot. He'll go to the line and shoot 2, but Gary Payton pushing the ball up the floor. If you're open, GP will get it to you.
Slava Medvedenko now just 24 years of age, 6'10", 250 pounds, averaging over 8 points per game to go along with 4 rebounds, and shooting 70% on the year as he misses the first of 2 free throws. That is 70% from the floor.
Off to a slow start, the Lakers are. Still 7:45 to go in the quarter, but down by 6, and Slava makes it 5. The Lakers have been getting out of the gates early this season. Is one of the reasons they are 16-3.
Thought this might be a tough concentration game, Stu, coming off those 4 games: San Antonio, Indiana, San Antonio again, and Dallas. Thought this might be a difficult one for the Lakers to focus on. Stevenson with it, away from Kobe. Nice pass to Ostertag, who misses the layup down the lane. Got bumped running back down court in a little bit of discomfort. Here comes Payton, kicks out to Medvedenko. He can make that shot. He'll make that shot all night long.
Slava makes about anything he throws up there. He is a talented offensive player, getting better and better on the defensive end.
Lakers trail at 10-7. Medvedenko has got 4. Kirilenko on the wing. Lopez cuts through the lane, using Ostertag a lot at the free throw line as a passer. 1 dribble baseline. DeShawn Stevenson makes a nice 18-footer.
Really elevating nice on the shot, concentrating on the target, utilized those 2 screens on that side as well.
Played 61 games last year, and he, like Kirilenko and Harpring, getting a lot more looks and a lot more responsibility. Kick it outside to George. Thought about the 3-1 dribble. Throws a bad pass. Payton has to go get it. Back to George. Good hustle by the glove. Still time on the shot clock. Payton shakes, gets rid of Harpring. Came up short, gets his own rebound, goes in the lane. He throws one up. I think he was just trying to get it to Shaq. Harpring after it. Should be Lakers ball. The officials, a little bit of confusion. Just Kersey teased the crowd. He pointed the Lakers direction, then changed his mind.
Well, his body language is going the Lakers direction. Then at the last second, he decided, oops, I'm going the wrong way. It's very easy for the officials to get turned around when they just immediately point a direction as opposed to yelling out a color.
The officials this evening: Joe DeRosa, the veteran Jess Kersey, along with Mark Davis. Lopez with it, hands off. Kirilenko goes baseline. Easy play to call as he's bumped on the perimeter by Slava.
That was the challenge for Slava, to move his feet defensively against someone as fast as Kirilenko. So coming back out of this timeout, I'm sure Phil Jackson will tell his team, we're not out the gates the way we normally are on Fox Sports Net.
Beginning of their season under Jerry Sloan, the Jazz off to a quick start here against the Lakers, leading at 12-7. And while we have a moment, let's go down to Bill McDonald.
Thank you, Sunday. The good doctor of basketball, Frank Hamblin, gave us a scouting report tonight. First of all, as you've noticed, Utah runs the break very well. So transition defense, they run it wide, they create space, and then they cross. You mentioned it, Sunday, the high post offense, they run very well. The Lakers should know that and play it defensively. And Utah, a great rebounding team. They are active, a +6 on this season, so the Lakers have to be wary. Let's go back upstairs.
Thank you, Bill. Inside to Shaquille, double teamed. Lopez not really much of a bother, but Shaq throws a lazy pass, and Utah takes it off the turnover. 4 turnovers, Stu, already for the Lakers.
Well, congestion was there. Shaquille tried to throw it over the top of Ostertag, and Ostertag threw it taller than Shaquille.
Lopez gets away from Payton momentarily. Nice pass inside, but Kirilenko can't finish. Payton on the break. The Lakers lead at 12-7. trail at 12-7. Outside to Medvedenko, looking for half a dozen quickly. Rimmed that in and out.
You can see right away where they miss Karl. The ability to have someone in the post other than Shaquille that can pass the basketball so well.
Nice snap pass up ahead, and Gary had to hurry because Kirilenko was closing fast.
And he barely got that shot off in time because Kirilenko was about a fingernail away from getting a piece of it.
Andrei Kirilenko, 22 years of age, 6'9", 225 pounds, but very, very long. Maybe appropriate for a 7-footer. Outside to Lopez, pull-up jump shot straight away off the back of the iron. Utah starting to cool off, get an offensive rebound, and Harpring, ever working so hard, lays it back up and in.
Harpring is probably one of Jerry Sloan's favorite type of players because he plays very similar to the way Jerry used to. Nothing but grit, just hard work all the time.
Harpring's got half a dozen. The Lakers letting Medvedenko do some one-on-one work. Barely saves the ball, and he saves it to Harpring. He'll throw that one down. Another sloppy play by the Lakers, who trail at 16-9.
Well, Slava has the ball slapped away, or has it turned over, so to speak, and trying to save it, not knowing exactly who he's thrown it to. Throws it to the Jet. You know, Kobe is he's about 8 minutes old. Kobe's looking for his first shot.
He might get it right now. Good help by Lopez. Outside to Payton. Good ball movement by the Lakers, creating the open shot. Payton gets after the loose ball. In the lane, finger roll, rattle in and out. Came back out, and Kirilenko takes the rebound. Snap pass up ahead to no one in particular, straight out of bounds. One of the few errors that the Jazz have made in the first 8 minutes and 10 seconds of this game.
Well, because the Jazz this year are really looking to run a lot more, they're going to have more turnovers because you can't run and not turn the ball over more than a team that just walks it up the floor each and every possession.
The Lakers coming off a wonderful road trip. They were down to San Antonio by 15, came all the way back to win that game, dominating in the fourth quarter. Outside to Kobe. His first field goal attempt is a three.
That took him a while to get to it, although he was just going with the flow of the game. He wasn't aggressive offensively at all. Kobe just floats around a lot of the times early, and then when he wants to turn it on, he turns it on.
Back cut. Nice play by Devin, getting in the passing lane. Lays it all the way up and in, using the left hand. Beautiful play at both ends by Devean George.
When you're in transition like that, 2-on-1, don't pass unless the defense commits. And that time, Harpring was trying to bait Devin into making the pass to Kobe, and he didn't buy it.
DeShawn Stevenson coming off a screen. Kobe really bothered that shot. Medvedenko hustles after the rebound. The Lakers with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead. George thought about the three inside to Shaquille. Oh, nice cut by Medvedenko, who lays it up and in. Give Shaq another assist.
Big fella just showing off those passing skills. You put it into the big fella in the box and then move. Don't just stand and spectate. Have some motion. You get a return pass.
Shaq has got 4 assists already, Stu. Has yet to score. He's missed both of his field goal attempts, and we're tied at 16. Lopez with it, 7 on the shot clock, comes around to screen. Shaq comes out to help. Lopez kicks it outside to Stevenson. Takes a difficult shot because of the defense of Kobe Bryant. Rebound taken by George. Lakers looking to run. Payton backing down on Lopez, hands it out to Shaq, looking for cutters at the pinch post. Kobe goes down into the low post. Shaq sets a screen, some congestion there. Nice pass out to Devean George, looks at the line, sets his feet, misses a three-pointer, hustles after it. The ball thrown on the floor, and Kirilenko has the loose ball.
The Lakers were tied to score thanks to a 7-0 run, and they've been having spurts like that. Again, one of the reasons that I think they got off to a slow start was they missed Karl to start the ball game.
Kirilenko settles for a three-pointer, not part of his repertoire, at least at this stage of his career. Raja Bell and Mo Williams will be in the next dead ball. Kobe left all alone from downtown. Oh, long two. Yeah, they give Kobe a 2.
His right foot was on the line, they said. The official was sitting there looking at it. And all of a sudden, the Lakers, with only 1:39 to go in the quarter, have forged ahead by 2. They lead the Jazz. Knock it down, Kobe, on Fox Sports Net.
The Lakers on a 9-0 run now lead the Jazz by a score of 18-16. And those of you preferring to listen to tonight's game in Spanish can turn over to the SAP channel and listen to Fernando Gonzalez and Pepe Mantilla, also available on 1330 on the AM dial KW. Paul Sunderland back with Stu Lance and Bill McDonald on the sidelines. The Lakers looking for their 26th straight victory here at Staples Center on the regular season. Derek Fisher comes into the game, had 9 points, and the Lakers' victory over Dallas, also joined on the floor by Brian Russell.
Both teams out of that timeout made a couple of substitutions. So let's see what transpires from this point forward.
Here's Mo Williams, 6'1", out of Alabama, drafted in the second round, wants to come around the screen, 3 on the shot clock, looking for Ostertag. Nice pass, who lays it up and in.
That was a nice play by Maurice Williams. He stayed behind the screen long enough, and then when Ostertag decided to leave, he makes a nice pass.
Raja Bell, who played previously in Philadelphia, actually against the Lakers in the NBA championship, and last year for Dallas, picked up as a free agent. Kobe comes around the corner, gets all the way to the basket, looking for the foul. None is called, and here comes Utah. Williams in the middle, quick as can be down the lane, fall away jump shot. Good play by Devean George to bother it. Loose ball foul is called. Pretty good play by Devean George to get back in that play, Stu.
Yeah, and Raja Bell with the push in the back of Brian Russell. Russell had him boxed out, and all of a sudden you see Brian going out of bounds, and the official says, even I can make that call.
Number 11, Alexander Sasha Pavlovic into the game now out of Serbia, the 19th overall pick just this last year. Already been a professional for 3 years in his native country. Shaq backing down, looking for his first hoop, up fake. Oh, he throws it down, and it's going to be a basket, and maybe more as he's fouled.
Good patience that time by Shaquille, as Ostertag didn't really go. He took the middle and then was able to get back baseline enough to bother Shaquille at least. And Shaquille with the nice fake and the nice finish, of course, a three-point opportunity coming to number 34, Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq at the free throw line, shooting 52%, an improvement over the beginning of the year. That one hangs on the rim. A lane violation. It is on the Utah Jazz.
Oh, we've seen so many lane violations in the first 19 games of the year for the Lakers, and obviously it's something that all the officials are looking for, and they've called it on Shaquille, and they've also called a lot of them on the opposition.
So wipe away that miss. If you're wondering about the road trip, Shaq had 15 points, 16 rebounds, 9 block shots against San Antonio, 25 points, 19 rebounds against Dallas. Needs a bounce as well. Kirilenko high above the iron to grab that rebound. Off the missed free throw, the Lakers lead it 20-18. Oh, and Shaq's got his first block shot. Mo Williams, the rookie, better learn not to take it in there without a little more arch.
Well, the problem was that he showed the basketball to Shaquille so soon. He's too small. You've got to get contact with the body, with the shot blockers before you release the ball. If you give them space, especially when they've got the angle to make the block, you're never going to get it up to the rim.
Also probably a better idea to use your left hand and keep it away from Shaquille. Here's Pavlovic, pull-up jump shot, not close, off the front of the iron. Utah's really cooled off after making 4 out of their first 5.
The Lakers looking to get the last shot of the quarter. Shot clock is off. Game clock is the only thing that counts, and there's about 10 seconds remaining.
Like to go on the weave, looking for Kobe, who goes back door. Next option is Devean George. He goes with it outside to Russell. Hot as can be from three-point. Oh, he's got another one.
Well, I tell you, his confidence is at an absolute fever pitch right now. He is just catching, releasing, and like that, string music. Nothing but that.
Pass into the front court off the leg of Raja Bell. So it'll be Lakers basketball on the turnover, 1.4 seconds remaining, and they like to go to Shaq at the free throw line on a play like this. Utah started, as I mentioned, 4 for 5. They're 5 of 17 from the floor since that quick start.
Jerry Sloan upset about that pass from out of bounds. Felt that there was some contact. Discussing it with the official. Just personally, let me know why he made the call that he made. Jerry's satisfied with it.
So Jerry Sloan will go back to the sideline. This team was 47-35 last year, knocked out of the first round of the playoffs. Russell looking for Shaq, and that'll be deflected out of bounds, and the first quarter will come to an end on a good run by the Lakers.
Well, I tell you something, what was on the clock when they inbounded the ball? He just touched it and it went out of bounds and the clock expires. But the Lakers will go into the second quarter with a 5-point lead over the Utah Jazz on Fox Sports Net.
The Lakers lead the Jazz after the opening period, 23-18, as we look at the first quarter numbers, Stu, brought to you by Corona.
Well, Lakers finally heated up. He outshot the Jazz 48-41, and the transition game also started to get underway and ended that quarter on a 14-2 run in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds to take the 5-point lead.
Brian Russell knocking down yet another three-point shot. Started out very slowly, just 2 out of his first 14. He's made 7 out of his last 13. Kobe's with it up top. Fisher with it on the left side. Now out there with Russell. Horace Grant has come on for Shaquille. Collins tips that ball out of bounds. That is Jaron Collins, part of the Twins in the NBA. His brother Jason plays for the New Jersey Nets. Went to Harvard Westlake High School in Studio City before matriculating on to Stanford. Kobe's got it. Spins away from Raja Bell. Loses him completely. Misses the open 18-footer.
It's a good thing he didn't make that shot, Roger. You would not heard the end of this one.
Pavlovich with it on the perimeter, looking out there for Bell. Collins goes down in the low post. Mo Williams out there as well with Harpring. Both teams going deep into their bench. Nice backdoor cut. Couldn't find Pavlovich. And the Lakers will have it off the Jazz turnover.
Good back cut that time, but just a little bit out of the reach. And Lakers have turned them over yet again. Keep this 5-point lead. Looking to score first here in the second quarter. Lakers started 4 out of 13 from the field, and all of a sudden made 6 out of their next 9.
Luke Walton on as well, seeing some early action after playing very sparingly in the 2 games down in Texas. Kobe backing down on Bell. Walton clears out to give him some room. 5 on the shot clock. Spins baseline. Kobe throws it up. It goes into the bottom of the board. Kobe's on his wallet. Williams coming out of the backcourt. Just underway here in the second period. Raja Bell kicks it back outside, and Williams will reset along with Pavlovich in the backcourt. Harpring on the floor, got out to a very, very quick start, guarded by Russell. Collins with it straight away, 7 on the shot clock. Pavlovich gets free and makes a nice 19-footer from the left side.
They've got some people on that team that can stroke the basketball. Some shooters, so you have to make sure you chase shooters off of screens like that.
23-20, the Lakers with the lead. Fisher working on the right-handed dribble. Backs Williams off him. Kobe spins and turns, and there's a foul called. Boy, isn't that ironic? Kobe inadvertently hit Raja Bell with an elbow, very reminiscent of the play between Karl Malone and Steve Nash.
Let me tell you, if you're playing that close, then how is a guy supposed to turn? I mean, what was he supposed to do with his elbows that time? And it wasn't like he threw any kind of an elbow. He just turned, and if you're leading with your chin, you're going to get clipped on the chin. I mean, they're calling an elbow foul on Kobe.
Wow. A technical foul on Kobe Bryant. So in other words, by their interpretation, Stu, if the defender gets right up into you chest to chest, you cannot pivot forward. That's the rule.
You can pivot forward in their mind, but you can't get contact with your elbow. I just don't know what you're supposed to do with your elbow. If you have the ball over your head, as Kobe did, where are your elbows going to go if you turn and face up? I just don't know where the ball was supposed to, his elbow was supposed to go.
I get another look at it there. Kobe swung his arms through. It's just a natural position in which to hold the basketball. So the Lakers will have it. The technical free throw is missed. Kobe goes to the sideline, replaced by Kareem Rush. 10:18 remaining in the first half. The Lakers lead it 23-20. Onto the wing, looking inside from Fisher now to Grant. Now kick left side to Kareem Rush, who's been shooting the ball much better the last 7 or 8 games. Grant, one dribble off the pinch post, and he makes an 18-footer.
Nice job of running the offense that time. Derek comes off the pinch post, little fake handoff, and that opened up Horace Grant for the jumper.
And Grant should be very fresh after playing big minutes while Shaq was injured and went a couple of games with some foul trouble. Played a total of just 12 minutes in San Antonio and Dallas. Pavlovich looking inside, goes to Harpring, who steps through. Nice strip!
You don't play with Karl Malone all those years and not learn how to strip the ball from players. Brian Russell taking a chapter out of Karl's book as he tried to take it up. There was no way in the world that Harpring got it past anything. He just exposed the ball, and Brian Russell just stripped him of it, and that started the Lakers the other direction, and a breakaway foul was called. So Kareem Rush will shoot 1.
Kareem Rush, free throw in the air and good. And Karl Malone, who spent 18 seasons with the Utah Jazz, let us not forget that Brian Russell, twice in the NBA Finals with the Jazz, spent the first 9 years of his career in Salt Lake as well. Shaq and Kobe on the sideline. Rush made the free throw on the breakaway. The Lakers retain possession. Walton with it, working against Kirilenko. Did he travel? Yeah, he did.
And that's a tough individual matchup, for Luke, to try to go one-on-one with Kirilenko. Kirilenko's a pretty good defender. and gets off the floor really well. That time Luke lost his balance, moved his pivot foot.
6 turnovers for the Lakers. Harpring with it, outside to Collins, wants to take the 17-footer, better think better of it next time. Rebound taken by Grant, Fisher has it, Walton clears down into the corner. 9:10 remaining in the half, Russell with it, that ball deflected away by Pavlovich. Lakers lead it 26-20. Very low scoring game, at least for now. Fisher, head fake, one dribble, pull up, jump shot rattles in and out, rebound taken by Utah's Matt Harpring.
Fish had it on the line, shot a little hard, and it could not keep itself in the rim.
Kirilenko at the pinch post. Williams clears to the right side. Pavlovich, known for his jump shooting ability, comes off a screen and makes that one over Kareem Rush.
When you're playing a guy known for his jump shooting ability, you attach yourself to his hip so that when he's coming off of screens, you're forcing him to put the ball on the floor where you can get some help.
Kareem Rush goes left side and lays it up and in, and that was kind of a distant layup, if you will, from about half a dozen feet.
And not good defense that time by the Jazz. No help in that situation, and Kareem with a very nice touch scored easily.
Kirilenko goes baseline. Good help by Horace Grant, who forced the turnover. If he doesn't flash down on the baseline, Kirilenko's going to the rim.
Well, Jaron Collins should have had his hands in the ready position. That pass should have been caught. He should have scored an easy one on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to Staples Center. Some wonderfully successful coaches here at Staples Center tonight. Jerry Sloan, 886 in the 8th spot overall. Phil Jackson at 792, exactly 500 behind the all-time leader, the venerable Lenny Wilkens. The Lakers will have it.
He's done a real good job in his coaching career, as has Jerry Sloan and all of those names that were on that list. But at the same time, give credit, or some credit, Fieldwood, of course, to Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaq, and Kobe, and all the rest of the Lakers. And Jerry Sloan would have to give it to John Stockton.
Out to Fisher, Utah showing some zone. Brian Russell throws up a near air ball. Shaq just back in, working on Curtis Borchard. Right through him and lays it up and in.
Curtis Borchard is not Ostertag. Ostertag is, he doesn't get a lot of reputation as being the kind of a defender that he really can be and is at times.
Borchard in his rookie season was injured all of last year, had foot surgery. Out of Stanford, now 23 at 7 feet, but only 240 pounds. No match for Shaquille, not on that play. Williams, a couple of screens. One of them looked a little bit illegal, and Mo Williams pulls up and hits that shot from straight away.
Well, there it is, high pick and roll again. That time Williams executed for the jump shot. The last time he ran that, he made a nice pass.
Utah back in man-to-man. Lakers lead it 30-24. Shaq working against Borchard, and Borchard has no chance but to butcher Shaq and holds him down in the lane.
Well, weak to strong. Shaq's starting away from the ball, coming from the weak side to the strong side across the key. I don't care how much you weigh, stopping Shaquille from coming across the key can be very, very difficult as Devean George re-enters the game. Out goes Horace Grant.
Again, if you're just joining us, Karl Malone suspended for tonight's game by the NBA for an incident in Dallas on Thursday night. We'll be back against New York on Tuesday. Off the inbounds play, Utah back in the zone. Russell a couple of dribbles, attacks the basket, tough try into the corner of the board. Thought he was going to get a foul shot out of it. Instead, Rajabel quickly into the front court.
Now that would have been a nice play for Bryant to put the ball in his left hand and go around the 7-footer.
Rajabel out there with Harpring. Curtis Borchard, who has it now with Pavlovich, who's coming off the screen. One dribble, high arching 17-footer, and he's got another basket. And offensively, he's looking very comfortable out there, Stu, now with 6.
It's because he's shooting jumpers open. I mean, that's the kind of a player, as I mentioned before. You force him to put the ball on the floor. Tell him, look, show me that you got some skills taking it to the rim.
Dallas showed a lot of zone against the Lakers on Thursday night in the second half. Fisher a dribble, gets in the lane. Nice pass to Shaquille. Fouled hard, lays it up and in.
Well, the zone obviously is good in spurts. I just don't think you can show an NBA team too much of a zone because there's so many seams and gaps in the zone as Fisher finds one along the baseline and then makes the nice pass to Shaquille, who takes it up, scores easily, looking for a three-point opportunity.
Pavlovich picks up his second personal foul. The Jazz are now out of fouls for the remainder of the period. 6:25 to go. Shaq now with half a dozen, looking to add to that. Misses off the back of the iron. Nice rebound by Brian Russell.
Now he took that over the 7-footer.
Derek Fisher, give that basket to Brian Russell. What a hustle play.
And there's no excuse for it. You have an inside position and giving up a missed free throw rebound.
7 players have now scored for the Lakers. Raja Bell now wearing a bandage below his right eye.
He got a cut on it on the elbow from Kobe. They took him out, tried to stop the bleeding, put the Band-Aid on. So far, so good, no blood.
First personal foul on Kareem Rush. First team foul on the Lakers as Gary Payton comes back in. Devean George with 4. Slava Medvedenko getting his first start of the year with 7. Shaq with half a dozen to go along with 4 assists. Derek Fisher goes to the sideline, taking with him 1 basket on a couple of shots. Brian Russell has 3 as well, and Kobe Bryant has 5. Payton with just 2 as he returns.
Looks like Phil Jackson is trying to keep some fresh bodies out there. Another quick substitution brought Gary back for Derek Fisher. Then on the ensuing play, Kareem Rush picks up a foul, his second, fouling Bell.
34-26. The Lakers lead it. They led after one, 23-18. Trailed early as Utah made 4 out of their first 5 shots, but made only 5 out of their next 22. Bell with it, 4 on the shot clock. Back to Lopez. Raul Lopez down the lane. Nobody comes over to block that shot. Shaq's got another defensive board. Here comes Payton looking to run. Kareem Rush open on the left side. Threw that up. Not close. Orchard easily with the air ball rebound.
Well, Bell ran at Kareem Rush that time, and I think really distracted him. When you haven't committed your dribble like that after you've caught the pass and you've got a defender running at you, sometimes just fake it, let him run by, and then take it to the rim.
Orchard back to the basket, directing traffic, kicks outside to Raja Bell for the 18-footer.
You can tell this is a scrappy Utah Jazz team. You know, teams generally take the personality of their coach. But Jerry Sloan will really demand certain things from all his players.
Back inside to Shaq. There's the, he's double, triple teamed and fouled hard. That'll be 2 shots coming to Shaquille.
You know, Shaquille turned with his left arm up high, and I think at the last second decided I better not continue through with this. They're calling the elbow fouls a lot tonight, and he stopped it, and then the foul took place. The Lakers up 34-28 on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back, everybody, to a sellout Staples Center, 18,997. Want to remind you, with the Lakers leading, coming this February, Matt Kenseth looks to defend his points title as the world's best drivers return to Fox for 17 weeks of high-speed thrills, bumper-to-bumper racing, and excitement. NASCAR returns to Fox this February. The Lakers have returned home and continue a very, very favorable stretch here at Staples Center. The New York Knicks, the Lakers won the first meeting easily at the Garden about 2 weeks ago. And then another game, 3 out of the 4 against the Dallas Mavericks, already will be in the books come this Friday. And then back-to-back up at Portland, a team in real disarray, but still with lots of talent. And then Carmelo Anthony and the Denver Nuggets come into Staples Center for the first time in Denver. Speaking of a surprising team out of the Midwest, boy, they really qualify.
Well, Lakers come out of the timeout with their starters back on the floor. Kobe, Gary in the backcourt, Slava and Devean George at forwards, and the big fella, Shaquille O'Neal, in the middle right now, shooting 2 free throws. I tell you, that game he had in Dallas, 25 points, 19 boards, and 3 blocks. And beyond the 3 blocks were the intimidation factors, the number of shots that he just altered in the lane. Those sometimes can be much more important than a block shot, because the percentage of block shots that you get, you don't go back to the offensive team. Altered shots, the highest percentage goes as defensive rebounds.
First free throw, good by Shaquille O'Neal. Second, ruled a lane violation, or a line violation, if you will, by Shaq. A technical foul called against Phil Jackson and the Lakers coaching staff. Shaq made the second free throw. It was ruled that he crossed the free throw line before the ball hit the line, hit the rim, I should say.
Well, I know there's rules and there's rules and there's rules. I mean, but you hear the officials talking about advantage gained on certain things. If Shaquille shoots a free throw and just before the ball touches the rim, his momentum makes him touch the floor, I mean, he's not like he's running down his own shot. There's really no advantage gained by him doing that, so why not just let it go?
After the made technical foul, Lopez goes down the lane, looks to Harpring. Harpring now guarded by Medvedenko. Up fake, nice play by Raja Bell, getting in the lane, blocked by Shaquille, goaltended by Shaquille.
Yeah, that's a good call. Definitely was goaltending on that play. Discontinued dribble, though, by Raja Bell. I mean, dribbling is a rhythmic thing. And when you break that rhythm, that should be a discontinued dribble. Should be a violation. And Shaq gets called for goaltending.
35-31, the Lakers lead it. The Lakers with the NBA's best record. Payton sneaks that ball up and under the defense of Utah for his second basket.
He just attacks with such quickness at times that defensively, you don't have a chance to try to reach up and deflect his shot.
That ball deflected out of bounds by the Lakers, getting active defensively. 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. First meeting of the year between these two teams. The Lakers won 3 out of 4 last season. Lost the opening game at Utah and then have won 3 straight. They've actually won 5 straight overall here in Los Angeles. Bell gets open off the inbounds play and misses in and out. Shaq thought about the snap pass. How many rebounds now for Shaquille? Just 4 rebounds for Shaq. Payton back to the basket. Harpring thinking about coming over to double team. An offensive foul is called against the Lakers.
Kobe picks up the foul, and that's his first personal foul because the last play that he was involved in with the elbow was not a personal foul but a technical foul. So one more technical on Kobe, and he gets the early shot.
That goes down as a turnover. Lopez working on the screen and roll, gets in the lane. Borchard looked like he traveled, but the ball bobbled and lost out of bounds again by Utah. 10 turnovers now for the Jazz.
That was a tough pass to handle. He had his hands there. He just couldn't couldn't handle the basketball and lost it out of bounds. Lakers have to really convert most of these turnovers.
Medvedenko with it, still on the dribble. Little shovel pass to Payton, gets in the lane. Medvedenko was available, still in there. Better get out, and the Lakers turn it over again. Sloppy game so far.
Well, that pass was going to Devean George. Gary Payton had set it up, and Devin had the lane, but somehow he didn't catch it. It's right out of bounds.
19 turnovers so far between these two teams. Lopez with it, directing traffic. Borchard comes out to set a screen. Lopez around it, head fake, gets away from Payton. That doesn't go, and Shaq takes the rebound and is fouled by Borchard. It'll be 2 more free throws coming to Shaq O'Neal.
3:39 to go in the half. Lakers up by 6, and the big fella Shaquille O'Neal has been to the line for 3 free throw attempts and has only converted 1 thanks to the officials.
So Shaq will get to the line again, leading the NBA in overall field goal percentage at 54%, 52% from the free throw line. This evening he is 1 of 3. Total of 7 points. Shaq to shoot a couple. First free throw up and nicely made. Want to remind you, weeknights, get the latest information on the entire NFL and college football with interviews, analysis, and predictions you won't get anywhere else. Join host Patrick O'Neal for Totally Football, weeknights at 6 p.m. only on Fox Sports Net. Second free throw is missed by Shaq. The Lakers lead at 38-31. Left side to Pavlovich. Haven't seen Greg Ostertag or Andrei Kirilenko for quite some time, Stu. And Utah's hanging around. Probably why. Harpring squares up high, arching 17-footer. No, Kobe with the rebound. Payton lob pass to Shaq, and he throws it down. Beautiful pass by Payton.
Well, that time again, Shaq faked like he's going to come up. Being overplayed. Spins, goes for the lob. Nice play. Fans love that kind of action.
Gary Payton, 6th all-time in the NBA in assists, just a couple behind Rod Strickland, who is now active once again with Orlando. Harpring down the lane, throws one to Borchard. Shaq rejects that and takes the rebound.
Yeah, that's a good reaction because Borchard really tried to fake Shaquille and then go up, and it didn't work that way either.
Kobe attacking the basket. He's hit. It'll be a couple of free throws. That's the second block shot for Shaquille.
Well, the crowd's starting to get excited. Those are the kind of plays, the last one from Shaquille, that gets the crowd really up on their feet. And me as well on Fox Sports. Well, the half just about over. Only 2:41 to go in the second quarter. Lakers lead it by 9:40-31. And the Nextel Direct Connect, boy, what a play from Gary Payton to the big fella, Shaquille O'Neal. Defensively, they tell you, beat him to the spot. Well, if they take something from you, they're giving you something. So they take the top away from Shaquille, and he just goes back and gets the lob. This big fella like those kind of plays gives him a time to strut his stuff.
Shaq now the first player on the floor for both teams in double figures with 10 to go along with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Kobe at the free throw line was fouled driving in the lane looking to pass off, and he misses that free throw.
It's a rare sight there. Kobe missing free throws. He's one of the best in that department. He gets to the line a lot, as he was executed Thursday at Dallas when he made all 12 of his free throw attempts, 87% from the stripe.
Only missed 1 free throw in those 2 games. Dewey was 20 out of 21. As you might expect, Kobe makes the second, shooting 87% from the line so far in the season. The Lakers now with a 10-point lead, 41-31. Harpring at the pinch post. George out on him. He got off quickly, but it's slowed down. Lopez wide open, rattles in and out. Utah having some tough luck.
Well, Lopez, that was too flat of a shot. He's got to put a little bit more arch on that. A little bit more arch, and he knocks that one down.
Outside to Devin, thought about the 3. Instead inside to Shaquille, as we thought Ostertag back on the floor. Shaq, nice pass out to Medvedenko, sets himself, high archer off the front of the iron. The long rebound comes to Devean George.
Devin didn't wait for the ball to come to him. He tracked it down. Watch the flight of it. Go get it.
Payton all the way in the lane, on the rim, goaltending, no.
Yeah.
But Jess Kersey, the referee under the basket, called that violation. Usually expect that from one of the outside officials.
A little bit of international rules here. That ball definitely was not going to go in. And internationally, you can take it off the rim like that, but in the NBA, they say no.
Ostertag with it, 1:50 remaining here in the opening half. First meeting of the year between these 2 teams. They'll get together again on January 24th. Nice steal by Devean George. Off the turnover, yet another one by Utah.
Lakers on another run, 8-0 this time in the last 3 minutes. They're looking to add to that.
In and out. Devean George thought he made it. So did I. Rebound taken by Ostertag. 1:30 remaining in the first half. Here comes Lopez all the way down the lane. Missed that, should have made it. Shaq was up at the top of the key, was not there to block that shot. Kirilenko finds Harpring down inside. Shaq intimidates that. Ball comes free because he was hacked on the arm by Devean George.
Kirilenko with a very nice play there. Acted like he was going to go baseline, but when he was shut off by Slava, just a nonchalant look-away type pass. And just about an easy 2-pointer for Matt Harpring.
First personal foul on Devean George, 3rd so far on the Lakers in terms of team fouls in the period with 1:18 remaining. First team foul in the last 2 minutes. High arching free throw off the back of the iron. I want to remind you, coming up at halftime, we'll send you to the Southern California Sports Report studio for the Jack in the Box halftime report this evening with Barry LeBrock and Jack Haley.
Harpring needs to take some of the arch off of his free throw attempt. I mean, it is entirely too high, and he's not going to shoot a real high percentage that high.
Averaging 17 points per game, bookend with his teammate Andrei Kirilenko. Lakers with it, leading now by 12. Payton spins, double, triple team, looking for, oh, that's a place to go. Look what I found. Somebody opened the trap door.
And that's exactly what happened. They had him sandwiched, but they got so aggressive wanting to get the pass that he was thinking of throwing. They left him and forgot about the shot.
Payton now with 8. Medvedenko picks up Ostertag on the switch. Shaq now has Mo Williams. Instead, Williams comes outside. The Lakers back with it defensively. Outside to DeShawn Stevenson down the lane. Hit hard by Shaquille. That's a foul against the Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal. Free throws coming to DeShawn Stevenson.
But DeShawn did it the right way, though. If you're going to take it to a shot blocker, you take it right to their chest and to get some contact. Gary Payton on that previous play, 2 defenders, 3 defenders are there. Then all of a sudden, what happened to the third one? He left, and that was the opening Gary needed. He gets the basket, and Kirilenko looking around like, why did you leave him? Don't leave him and leave the lane open for the basket.
First free throw up and good by Stevenson. Averaging 12 points per game. Became the youngest player ever to play for the Utah Jazz a few seasons ago when he was just 19. The ball is tipped. Shaq has the rebound once again. Shaq now with 7. That is 7 rebounds. Kobe with it on the perimeter. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Kobe, 1 dribble, pull-up, jump shot, rattled off the back of the iron. Goes to get his own rebound. The Lakers will have it for the final possession thanks to brilliant hustle by number 8. Instead, down inside to Shaq. Well, maybe not the final possession, but that was a pretty good play.
Well, Shaq was open. Gary says, should I wait for the last one? And I'm going to reward my big guy for playing all this defense this year and blocking shots and running the court.
Shaq now has a dozen. Williams away from Payton on the nice crossover dribble. Flops that contact. The Lakers will have a chance if they can't get control of the ball. Williams counts if it goes just off the front of the iron. The Lakers finished the first period very, very strongly, and then Shaquille O'Neal and Gary Payton took control here in the second as the Lakers lead it over the Jazz 47-32. Let's now turn it over to Barry LeBrock and Jack Haley for the Jack in the Box. Welcome back once again, and the Lakers here at halftime are well on their way to continuing their home winning streak this season, moving to 11-0 as they lead the Utah Jazz 47-32. And for this evening, a little bit of television trivia, if you will. It was 40 years ago today that the first instant replay was used in a live sports telecast. It was the Army-Navy football game. Roger Staubach starred in that game, and it's a good thing it was discovered because we want to take a look back at some big moments by big number 34.
Well, Shaq has been the reason the Lakers have really started to play on the defensive end, especially as effectively. I mean, he's just clogging up the middle, rejecting shots, and then that usually leads to easy opportunities the other direction. And nobody's better at getting easy opportunities than the big fella as he hammers home 2 of his game-high 12 at this point. The Lakers are shooting 50%. The Jazz only 39, winning the battle of the backboards despite not having the mailman present. Too many turnovers for the Lakers, but getting second chance points, and that's very important as well. So let's see what the coaching staff thought about that first half. Let's go to Bill McDonald with assistant coach Frank Hamlin.
Thank you, guys. With the suave and debonair Frank Hamlin, we were talking about transition defense. They seem to get off early, but then it seems like the Lakers shut it down.
Well, we have to do a good job of executing our offense. We can't take quick shots, can't take perimeter shots. We want to go through Shaquille. Otherwise, it's going to get them out in the open court, and they're very good in the open court. They run the floor very well, and they have great pushers. And the little guy, Lopez, is great at finding people. He's a real clever little guy. Yeah,
it's an athletic team, this Utah team. So the Lakers, like they have been doing, have to come out strong in the third quarter. You're done.
I have to leave now?
You have to leave. There he goes. Like I said, the suave and the debonair. Let's go back to you.
The Lakers would like to start some quarters the way they ended the last two. The first quarter, they ended on a 14-2 run over 4 minutes and some change. And then to end the half on a 12-1 run. And again, just under 5 minutes. So they outscored the Jazz 26-3 in about 8 minutes to close this first and second quarter.
Underway here in the second half. The Lakers wearing their Sunday white uniforms. Kobe around the screen looking for Shaq. Had the open jump shot. 5 on the shot clock. Looks inside, right to Medvedenko. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass or a deflection, but it found Slava.
I think it was a pass. I think the big fella went up and spotted Slava open. And Slava good at using that offhand, the left hand. Scored easily.
Medvedenko now with 8. Shaquille O'Neal with 5 assists. They strike first. There's Lopez, one head fake to get rid of Devean George, and he makes a nice 17-footer.
The young man can shoot a basketball, no question. They talked to Frank Hamlin, assistant coach, was talking about him being clever and finding people. Well, they are used to that in Utah.
And Gary Payton finds Slava Medvedenko.
And Slava finds the basket. That's one thing that he seemingly always has his sights on. And his improved play this year is going to earn him more and more opportunities.
Medvedenko now 5 of 7 from the floor. The Lakers go out quickly. They lead it 51-34. Stevenson fumbles along the baseline, picked up on the switch by Medvedenko, and Utah starting the second half the way they began the game, making a couple of jump shots.
Lakers shut that down, as I talked about in the second and first and second quarter.
Look what I found. Devean George is fouled underneath. Payton went down the lane, the floater with the left hand, and the offensive rebound came to George. He'll shoot a couple of free throws.
Again, playing without the basketball, you can get yourself in a position to get offensive rebounds, because when there's dribble penetration and you're close to the basket, somebody's going to have to help. Then everybody gets in a help mode, and that frees up people. Devean that time open for the offensive rebound. He gets fouled.
Ostertag with his second personal foul. Devean George on the most recently concluded road trip as he makes the first of 2 free throws. Played very well last Wednesday night in San Antonio. 18 points. A slow night. 2 of 9 from the floor in Dallas with only 8. An easy victory for the Lakers, who got off to a great start there in spite of the back-to-back. Both free throws are good. The Lakers now lead it 53-36.
Looks like the Lakers are looking at times to turn the defensive screws up against this Jazz team.
Stevenson, and Utah makes yet another jump shot. DeShawn Stevenson, he's got 4 in the second half. Overall, he's got 9.
Jump shots is what the Jazz are all about these days. That and slicing to the rim. They don't have a low post presence that they enjoyed for so many years, so they have to adjust their offense.
The Utah Jazz picked by many after the monumental losses of John Stockton and Karl Malone to probably be one of the worst teams in the NBA. They've been far from it. Devean George, a long two-pointer off the right wing.
And the Lakers, the Jazz went into a zone again. The Lakers just calmly took their time. Kobe with the skip pass right to Devean for the jumper.
Medvedenko trying to get the ball out of the hands of Andrei Kirilenko. Had a fairly quiet first half. Into Ostertag, doesn't really look to score, kicks it out to Stevenson. That rattles in and out. Shaq's got another rebound. Payton running. Kobe thought about it, working on the dribble on the right wing. Good place for the Lakers to go. Shaq clears some space. Payton comes across the lane. He's fouled on the pass off by Raul Lopez.
Lopez, I mean, Gary's listed at 6'4", and Lopez looks like he's about 5'9", standing behind Gary in the post.
Lopez missed all of last year. He tore the ACL in his right knee. That's the second time he had suffered that injury. He did it previously while playing professionally in Spain for Real Madrid. Doesn't wear a brace. Did last year. Kobe a couple of dribbles, right to left, pull up, jump shot, no. Harpring takes the rebound. Landed a little bit awkwardly and starting to run that off, if you will. Might have tweaked an ankle. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's Stevenson. Got around Kobe, found Shaq, and dropped the ball right on the floor.
Run into Shaquille, you do lose a little bit of concentration. He looked up and he said, uh-oh, 34 standing there.
That's scary movie number 34. Stevenson still coming on the dribble. 3 on the shot clock. Has that shot rejected. It goes off his foot. Would have been the Lakers' ball anyway. Good double teaming by Payton and George.
I mean, that's what the Lakers have this year, a very active defense. I mean, especially when Karl's in the lineup at the power forward, he steps out and helps on screens so effectively. This time it's Devean George stepping out and getting the shot blocked.
Lakers have forced 12 Utah turnovers tonight. Shaq with it, looking for cutters, goes inside. Payton splits the defense, has it stripped away, but fouled hard by Lopez, so it'll be 2 free throws coming. Unselfish play by Shaquille, dropping that ball inside.
So Gary Payton working over Lopez in the post right now, and picks up yet another foul there. That's his second on Lopez. Gary to go to the charity stripe and shoot a pair. Gary's first trip to the freebie line.
Gary Payton shooting 71% so far on the year, 43 of 61. Mentioned that he was 6th all time in assists, trying to, and he will certainly pass Rod Strickland in the next couple of games. He's currently 2 back, although as I mentioned, Strickland is still playing, or playing again for Orlando as Payton misses the first of 2 free throws. But Gary Payton, Stu, also 5th all time in steals.
Well, when you say the word, the name Gary Payton, the first thing that comes to basketball people's mind is defense, steals, and things of that nature. He is the glove.
Second free throw is good. Lopez goes along the baseline, found Shaq, tries to turn again. Good stop by George. 10 on the shot clock.
Way too much dribbling.
Yeah, on the dribble, that entire possession. It works out all right. He makes the jump shot, but that's not the offense that Jerry Sloan wants, who's up off the sideline.
You got 1 guy dribbling and 4 guys just watching. That's not good for continuity.
And Lopez just picked up another personal foul. Gary Payton protecting the ball and using his offhand very effectively.
You don't see Gary get picked too often. Again, a 3rd foul on Lopez. So he's picked up 3 in a hurry here in this 3rd quarter.
And Utah is out of team fouls, Stu, with 8:19 remaining in the period. Neither team shooting free throws at all well so far in the game. Utah just 2 of 6. The Lakers 8 of 14.
The Jazz go back to that zone. The Lakers are just patiently waiting. As soon as you get it into the middle to the big fella, the zone will be no longer in effect.
Shaq looking for cutters. Payton cuts through, creates some space for Devean George. And just like that, Payton down the lane. The defense sucks and George open for 3.
Well, once you get into the painted area, defensively, they're going to drop down, and that's going to open up inside out.
Devean George shooting it well again tonight. He's 4 of 6. Medvedenko's 5 of 7. Shaq is 5 of 7. Lopez down the lane. Shaq came over to bother that. He's got another rebound.
Well, he changed that shot completely.
Kobe pull-up three-pointer. Air ball from long range for Kobe Bryant. Looking for the foul. He thought he got hit on the arm. Talking to Jess Kersey, who says, not this time, Kobe.
Either that or somebody's leaving and left the door open, because that one was wide left.
Harpring with it on the wing. Kirilenko cuts back door. Shaq comes over to help. Ostertag with it. Not a threat offensively at all. Gary Payton on the perimeter runs through the chest of Matt Harpring, who is setting a screen.
Well, Ostertag is going to have to just take a shot every once in a while. Shaquille is just patrolling the painted area, especially when Ostertag catches the ball. You don't have to guard your man if you don't have a threat. You can help out, and that's what Shaquille is doing.
Lopez on the dribble, pass down along the baseline. Stevenson lost it into the bottom of the board. The Lakers, Stevenson's back up now. Shaq held onto the ball momentarily. 7:10 remaining in the third. The Lakers lead it 59-40. Medvedenko once again.
Slava says, give me some space, will you? You better read the scouting report.
Medvedenko's got 13 to lead all scorers. Harpring with it on the wing. The Lakers doing a very good defensive job against the forwards, Harpring and Kirilenko.
There's another case where guard sets a screen on a big, and bigs just, for whatever the reason, they don't try to finesse it. They try to go through it a lot of times. This time they catch the foul on Gary Payton, but Lopez set a screen on Slava, and Slava just about took his head up.
Just the second personal foul on Gary Payton, second team foul on the Lakers. Again, the Jazz are out of foul. Lopez working around a screen from Kirilenko. They got to try to get him going. They move him down inside. He misses that, but a foul is called on the push-off down inside as Ostertag was looking for the follow off the miss by Kirilenko.
Devean George with the hand in the back gets called for the foul, so the Jazz will maintain possession.
Second personal foul on Devean George, third team foul on the Lakers. 6:42 remaining. The Lakers led it at the half by 15. Pass down into Harpring. Shaq comes over to help nicely. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Here comes Stevenson down the lane. He's bumped. Counts if it goes. Was bumped on the perimeter by Medvedenko, and Shaq saying, hey, let him come to me.
Well, there's, you know, as you get playing with each other more and more, you learn that there are certain things, like Shaquille and the rest of his teammates, they'll have maybe a little signal that they'll use, little noise that Shaquille will make to let them know that I'm back here. Don't jump. Just keep him in front of you. Let him keep coming a little bit, but don't you jump. Let me take care of it.
The Utah Jazz coming off an easy victory on Friday night over the Clippers by a score of 86-67. DeShawn Stevenson makes the first two. A doubleheader today here at Staples Center. And speaking of the Clippers, they lost a heartbreaker at the buzzer after leading by as many as 15 points to the Timberwolves 96-94. Kevin Garnett hitting a shot as time expired. Pass outside to Shaquille. Got to watch the charge. Pull-up jump shot. No, the ball's free. Ostertag gets it at 7-2.
Devin had a nice little running attempt at that one. It just didn't bounce right, or else he had a nice highlight play there.
Harpring on the perimeter. That pass out to Lopez, almost stolen. Pass to a wide open Harpring. Misses the three-pointer. Ostertag's got the offensive rebound. Still paying no attention, even think about scoring. Comes out to set a screen. Stevenson, a couple of dribbles around it. Kobe picks up Ostertag on the switch. Ostertag finally goes to the basket and will get rewarded with a couple of free throws.
And Shaquille gets called for the reach foul. That'll send Ostertag to the line to shoot two when we come back. The Lakers are up 19 on Fox Sports Net. This was not going to be. So they put me on that list. I was quite happy about it because it got me a chance to play with Pistol Pete Maravich. Good friend, and I'd always wanted to. We talked about playing. Very similar to Karl and Gary, talking about playing together. I met Pete at the Olympic tryouts and liked him from the start.
Way ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was 25, 30 years ahead of his time. Definitely, no question.
Lost it way too early. One free throw good and one missed by Ostertag. Shaq's got it back to the basket. The Lakers lead it by 18. Lakers perfect so far in this period as far as turnovers are concerned. Devean George misses the open 18-footer. Kirilenko, nice play.
He's a gazelle. I tell you, in the open court, when he feels a lane, I mean, he flat out run. There's a good example of him filling the lane and getting an easy hoop.
Kirilenko in the game so far, Stu, just his second basket, 4 points. He averages 17. Nice pass by Shaq inside. Kobe lays it up. What a pass.
That was really pretty, and it was like quarterbacks that don't sometimes look at one receiver too long. Shaq had Kobe in his sights the whole way.
Shaq now with 7 assists. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the third. The Lakers with a big lead. Harpring along the baseline looking for space. Finds Ostertag. Misses the dunk. Barely got off his tiptoes and laid it up and in.
Well, when you're 7'2", you don't have to do much about tiptoeing to get up there to dunk it. Didn't elevate very high, but like I said, that 7'2" frame got him an easy hoop.
Payton with it on the perimeter, comes to the pinch post to Kobe, backing down on Stevenson, head and shoulder fake, hangs in the air. Does he get a bounce? No. Devean George was over the top. Ostertag takes the loose ball, and here comes Utah. Lopez on the run, loses control momentarily. Another steal taken by Payton. The Lakers have numbers. Shaq down the lane, Medvedenko into the bottom of the bat. He should have dropped that off for Shaq, don't you think, Stu?
Well, that would have been a nice play, obviously, but Slava is not a playmaker. He's a play finisher. He likes to, when he gets it, he's looking to score. It's a good play. He used the rim as an ally there as Gary Payton comes up with another fumbled play by the Jazz. And good job by Slava to try to use the rim, go up and under. Ostertag with the foul. Slava to shoot a pair. And Shaquille, again, not having big scoring night with only 12 points, but he's got 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocked shots. I mean, the overall package that he's bringing now is just too much for teams to handle over the long haul.
It's like the comeback victory against San Antonio we discussed after that game, Stu, and we discussed it when we went on to Dallas. Only 2 points in the first half. He finishes with 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 blocked shots. You can tell who controlled the second half of that game. 1 good, 1 missed by Medvedenko. 4:15 remaining in the third. The Lakers lead it now 64-47. Kirilenko, Shaq came over to bother that. Oh, that almost was a spectacular play, and Ostertag gets another basket on the tip-in.
You know how Andrei Kirilenko got that shot up there. He threw it up with his left hand.
Boy, the defense for the Jazz just left Medvedenko alone, and I know that's not in the scouting report. A couple of dribbles got in the lane, and he'll go back to the free throw line.
Well, when he tried that shot, he being Kirilenko, he fell down on the shot attempt, and after they scored in a hurry, the Lakers pushed it up the court, and he didn't match up with his man as effectively as he should. He probably should have talked and had one of his teammates take Slava.
Medvedenko so far on the night, just 50% from the free throw line, 6 of 8 from the floor. He misses that as well. Coming up after tonight's game, as always, it's the Southern California Sports Report. 30 minutes of nightly sports news completely dedicated to the home team's Lakers post-game coverage, USC. And the BCS fallout. Going to be talking about that for probably until the bowl season is over. Wow. And the NFL, week number 14, Medvedenko makes the second of 2 free throws.
Slava in his first start this year has represented himself quite well. He's got 15 points and he's played another controlled game.
And done a good job with a lot of help from his teammates on Andrei Kirilenko, holding him way below his average. Lopez spots up off the back iron. Harpring with the offensive rebound, and that foul, I think, is going to go against Shaquille O'Neal. Either that or Gary Payton. They give it to Shaq.
Offensive rebound that time. Lopez was open for the three-pointer that everyone, I guess all the Lakers just assumed he was going to make that one, so everybody just kind of stood. And that left Harpring open for the offensive board.
Matt Harpring in his 6th season overall, his 2nd year in Utah, out of Georgia Tech, the 15th overall pick in '98 by Orlando. That free throw up and good. 2 years in Orlando, then 1 in Cleveland, 1 in Philadelphia, and then signed a long-term free agent contract in Utah, and they could not be happier with the way he has fit in and progressed. Free throw also in the, I'm with you, Stu. That's, even in spite of the fact he made them both, that's got way too much arch on it.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's not something you would teach, but if he's been shooting it that way all of his life, then, you know, the old dog blue trick routine.
Shaq spins, runs through Ostertag, and Shaq just picked up his 4th personal foul. Lakers' biggest lead was 21. It's now down to 14 at 65-51.
Shaq tried a real quick spin move there and didn't get his shoulder past the chest of Ostertag, hitting right between the numbers. Offensive foul.
Raja Bell comes on. Andrei Kirilenko going back to the sideline. Kirilenko again having a very, very quiet night. Lopez, stutter step, nice pass along the baseline. Shaq there, where are you going to go? Harpring, nice pass outside to Stevenson with Medvedenko running at him. And Shaq takes another rebound. 11 rebounds now for Shaquille. Outside to Kobe, sets his feet from downtown.
Well, again, Gary pushes the ball up in such a hurry that the defense really sucks himself down into the painted area, and that frees up perimeter shots.
6 assists now for the glove. On the split, Raja Bell wide open, rims in and out. Nice rebound. Kobe had it momentarily. Now it goes to Shaq. Payton quickly into the front court. Stutter step down the lane, and on the pass off.
He's mad.
Yep.
He knows he was in the air when the whistle sounded. All you have to do, throw it up toward the basket. You might get a three-point attempt like Kobe Bryant did on the previous trip on Fox Sports Net.
For the Lakers leading 68-51, and Kobe Bryant, like Shaquille O'Neal, another very well-rounded evening, Stu.
And very relaxed evening as well, not exerting a whole lot of energy on the offensive end, but spotting shots when he has them. He and Shaquille run that two-man game really effectively. He's learning to play with Gary Payton and the rest of the newcomers. Kobe now getting a rest on the bench as the Lakers are up by 17. Gary trying to add to that.
Derek Fisher comes back in the game along with Brian Russell. Remember, it was Russell who hit that long three-pointer earlier in this game and continues to stroke it exceptionally well as Gary Payton makes the free throw. The Lakers now just, however, 11 of 19, make it 12 of 20 for an even 60% from the free throw line. Payton now with 11. Mo Williams out of Alabama, second-round pick in the backcourt with DeShawn Stevenson, also on with Raja Bell. Andrei Kirilenko continues to sit along the sideline. Williams looking for Stevenson on the curl, guarded by Russell. Nice play, ball's on the floor. Ostertag in the lane a long time. It's almost stolen again, but he's fouled along the arm. Devean George, no complaint on that call.
Devin did a real good job of causing Ostertag to fumble the ball twice, then went for the strip the third time and really came down across the arm of Ostertag. Easy call for the official, so they'll get a fresh shot clock here.
And Ostertag can't go out. Jaron Collins was coming in for him, but the Lakers are over the limit, 2:12 remaining. So Ostertag's going to have to shoot a couple of free throws. Way he shot the last couple, although he made half. Maybe he didn't want to shoot these, Stu. He was quick to go to the sideline. I mean, you know when you're fouled.
Yeah, he just didn't know the foul situation that time and didn't realize that it was bonus situation.
That first one trickles over the iron. Greg Ostertag, in his 9th season, now 30 years of age, 10th in the NBA in block shots so far on the year, just over 2 per game, averaging 9 rebounds, and makes both free throws nicely. Lakers lead at 70-53. Again, their largest lead was 21. They're trying to make it 11-0 here at Staples Center, and 26 regular season victories consecutively, a new Los Angeles Laker franchise record. Shaq with it, back to the basket. Nice pass unselfishly, good ball movement. Devean George, one dribble left, pull up, jump shot. He's got that one as well.
Boy, a real quick move that time by Devean, because Raja Bell is a good defender. He couldn't do anything about it.
Stevenson with it on the perimeter. The ball's on the floor. Payton looking to strip that one away from Bell. Bell again with that bandage on his face from that inadvertent elbow from Kobe Bryant early in this game, reminiscent of the play from Karl Malone and Steve Nash on Thursday down in Dallas as Stevenson makes a nice jump shot off the wing.
No, when DeShawn Stevenson came into the league, I mean, the jump shot was something that it was so erratic for him. But it looks like he's, with the fact that he's starting and getting the confidence up, and he's probably worked on that shot, it's becoming a weapon.
Shaq holding the ball. Utah again back in their zone. Outside. Now to Derek Fisher in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Couple of dribbles. Dangerous cross-court pass. Finds Brian Russell wide open off the back iron. Harpring takes the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Bothered in the backcourt. Williams keeps his balance and keeps his dribble. Horace Grant will be in on the next dead ball, as will Sasha Pavlovich and Jaron Collins for Utah. Horace Grant certainly coming in for Shaquille O'Neal.
Now, on that play where Williams got bumped by Brian Russell, that was one of those where I guess the officials ruled no advantage gained, because there was definitely contact. Why not blow the whistle on that? That's some of that, no advantage gain thing that I was talking about with Shaquille's free throws.
Russell with it down inside against his old teammate. That's Greg Ostertag. Shaq looking for cutters. Still looking. Found one. Gary Payton spins it up inside. Shaq with another assist.
Well, it's nice to see players cutting when Shaquille gets the ball. Not just stand and just assume that Shaquille is going to go to work and score himself. Just cut and make things happen.
Mo Williams, who just hit that nice jump shot off the perimeter, working for the final shot. Here comes Harpring to set a screen. 6 seconds remaining, working around a couple. Fisher on him, down in the lane, kicks it outside. Stevenson open for three. Nice play by the Jazz to finish the quarter.
Well, I don't know how many times I've said it, but there it is again. The guy drives, and pretty much the only pass he has available is along the baseline, and nobody's there except Raja Bell. The Lakers lead it 74-60 heading into the fourth quarter on Fox Sports Net.
You know you're watching.
Back at Staples Center, the Lakers leading at 74-60. Stu, a look at the game summary. The Lakers, again, very good offensively. Defense slipped certainly in that third period.
Well, balance, though, is what's going on. All 5 starters have scored in double figures, between 11 and 15 at this point. So they are getting the balance in their scoring department. The consistency on the defense is one where they're so confident they feel that they can just tighten the screws when they need to.
3 out of the last 4 opponents, and all quality opponents. San Antonio twice, Indiana and Dallas. 3 of the 4 under 40%. Just into the game, Ben. Hand locked in, and he lays that ball up and in. Out of Western Michigan, a 30-year-old rookie, Stu, that's played in Greece, the CBA, Turkey, and finally worked his way to the NBA.
A good dribble penetration that time again by Maurice Williams to make that play possible. Big Ben. Again, though, only 240 pounds. I guess the speed is something that he's looking forward to.
Kobe Bryant out there with Horace Grant. Horace was looking to come on. Luke Walton seeing some more time as he did in the first half with Brian Russell and Derek Fisher out there as well. Jaron Collins, Sasha Pavlovich for Utah. Nice backdoor cut by Kobe. Luke Walton finds him. Kobe, rims out on the jump hook. Also out there with Mo Williams and Raja Bell.
The Jazz on a 12-4 scoring run of their own. This is only an 11-point game right now.
Lakers were outscored in that period, Stu, 28-27. Raja Bell with it. Williams comes on the curl. No Shaq in the lane, but he missed off the back iron. Derek Fisher looking, finds Kobe. Stutter step, bumped by Bell. Counts it to go. It wouldn't go. It'll be 2 free throws.
Well, a good try by Kobe. I mean, behind the plane of the board on the right side. So that means you really got to get it up beyond that corner. Just about a 3-point play there. Raja Bell was called for the foul. 2 free throws coming with Kobe Bryant. He's only been there for 2 attempts. He's 1 out of 2 heading into this one.
Bell picks up his second personal foul, and Kobe good on the free throw. Again, made 20 of 21 on the trip. Is now 2 of 3. Shaq on the sideline, as is Slava Medvedenko, the Lakers' leading scorer with 15. All 5 starters for the Lakers in double figures as Kobe makes both free throws.
It'd be nice if Shaquille could get the rest of the evening off. Obviously, the scoreboard is going to dictate that.
Pavlovich showed a very nice jump shot in the first half, scored half a dozen. Collins squares up on Grant on the dribble. Tough fall away jump shot, well short. Unlocked and down inside, couldn't quite get the rebound to stick it back in. And Kobe's got it on the run. Stutter step, loses the defender off the back iron. Walton was there, but Utah had 3 purple jerseys, should have easily had that rebound. The Lakers with a fresh 24. Outside to Russell. Comes off the curl. Easy play to call. Pavlovich is complaining, but he bumped Russell looking for the handoff from Horace Grant.
He's down with 10:16 to play. That's 2 team fouls on the Jazz. Just play some defense, Utah, where you don't pick up fouls, and we won't have this marathon free throw contest to end this game.
Third personal foul on Pavlovich. It was also the third personal on Raja Bell. I said it was his second. Looking to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. Has that stripped away. No possession change. 2 on the... he almost threw it up and in. Collins takes the rebound in traffic, and here comes Utah. Williams very quick. The pass is deflected off the leg and ruled a kick against Derek Fisher, so Utah will have it. 19 on the shot clock.
There it is, the bounce pass. I mean, players will be willing to stick their foot out to get to it, but very difficult to bend over. That's why it's so much more of an advantage than the straight pass, where anybody can stick their hand out and try to deflect the pass.
Williams getting a lot of playing time due to the injury to Carlos Arroyo out of Florida International, and Lopez taking over the starting point guard. Here comes Williams off a couple of screens. Better go, Mo. And he gets bailed out as he is fouled by Derek Fisher, who took the bait on the pump fake.
That should be a three-point attempt. I mean, he was well behind the line from this vantage point. Shot clock was winding down, and Derek left his feet for the shot block attempt and picks up the foul. So 3 free throws coming to Williams.
First personal foul on Derek Fisher, and Williams makes the first of 3.
And with that kind of situation, that's not going to keep Shaquille and them on the bench very long if you allow the Jazz just to hang around. And, it becomes an 11-point game with the second one. He can make it a 10-point game with just under 10 minutes to play.
Have not heard any report, Stu, from the Utah sideline, but wonder if Andrei Kirilenko might be a little bit under the weather. I didn't see any indication of any injury, but he's played very few minutes. Longden almost stole that ball away, deflected out of bounds on the offensive rebound. Russell came in and knocked it out of his hands, so Utah will have it once again. The Lakers' lead is only 11.
I think Kirilenko is fine. I mean, just from this vantage point, I think his play is, the Lakers done a pretty good job on him. I really thought that may have been a difficult match for them with Karl being out of the lineup, but Slava did a pretty good job.
Bell with it, working on the dribble, right to left, has it stripped away, but it goes right to Mo Williams, who lays it up and in, and the Lakers' lead is only 9.
That's going to keep Gary Payton and Shaquille in the thoughts of the coaching staff.
Grant comes to get it. Kobe going right side, working against Raja Bell, a good defender. Kobe gets down the lane. He's hit. No doubt about the foul that time. On hand Logden. Again, 6'10", 240. He commits the personal foul, and Kobe will get to the line to shoot a pair.
Kobe turned right into him. You're 6'10", 6'11". Use your size by just being tall there. Don't just bring your hands forward. Don't always be enticed to block shots. You can just alter shots and do your job. You don't have to block the shot in order to have the coach say good job.
Kobe good on the free throw. The Lakers now 15 of 23. Can they make it? Yes, they can. 16 of 24 from the free throw line. Overall, the Lakers are shooting 49%. The Jazz up to 42.
This unit has to get active again on the defensive end. Get a little bit more bounce in their step.
Williams barking out instructions on the dribble a long time. Wants to come around the screen and does 7 on the shot clock. Looks inside, and Longden, good catch, and lays it up and in. Nice play.
They've got a history at Utah about being able to run that high pick and roll. It's just a different personnel that's running it now.
That entry pass to Brian Russell almost stolen by Pavlovich.
Jazz just hanging around. One's trailed by 21, and now they're trying to make the coaching staff of the Lakers go back to their starters. Will they do it? We'll find out when we come back on Fox Sports Net. Well, the Lakers won the first half, both quarters, outscored them 47-32 at the half, but so far in the second half, Lakers have been outscored 37-31. They've outscored the Lakers in both the third and so far here in the fourth.
And it is for Shaquille O'Neal to come back in this game. He misses that jump shot, and Longden takes the rebound. Williams quickly out of the backcourt. The Lakers lead is just 78-69, 8:25, a lifetime remaining in this game. That ball deflected out of the hand of Raja Bell. 11 on the shot clock. The Jazz will still have it. They came in at 11-7. Winners of 6 out of their last 8. A very favorable home schedule at 10-1. They've only won once in 7 outings away from the Delta Center.
Well, momentum is, he's not very loyal. He will switch on you in a hurry. And right now he's with the Utah Jazz. And until the Lakers do something to convince him to get back on their side,
Stu, you were exactly right. You talked about energy at the defensive end. The Lakers are just going through the motions right now at the defensive end of the floor against this Jazz team. Shaq's got it down inside, got it very deep. Missed the jump hook, battle for the rebound, and it comes to Bell. Here comes Utah, an advantage. Pavlovich goes up hard, Kobe went for the block shot. Both players to the floor. Kobe immediately comes over to help Sasha Pavlovich up, and he'll shoot 2 free throws and try to cut further into this Lakers, what is becoming a very narrow lead.
Well, fast break opportunities, and Kobe comes over trying to get the ball. He got some ball, but he got a lot of the arm of Pavlovich as well. So 2 free throws, first of which is successful, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. So that 21-point lead that the Lakers enjoyed at one time, down to 5. He made that second one.
And all the momentum with the Utah Jazz. Again, the Lakers riding a 3-game overall winning streak against the Jazz. Have won 5 straight here at Staples Center. Kobe with it, looking for Fisher. The Lakers need a hoop. Working in the lane, thought about it, out to Horace Grant, 17-footer. Rims in and out. Again, Hun Longden has played very well, takes another rebound.
Tempo, everything is in the Jazz favor right now. So the Lakers going to have to tighten the straps up a little bit here and dig in.
The Lakers let the Jazz hang around. Williams around a couple of screens. Derek Fisher, that could be a flagrant foul. Out of frustration, he just threw Jaron Collins to the ground.
High screen and roll again. And Derek Fisher's trying to play it, and then all of a sudden he runs right into Jaron Collins and just pushes him down and gets called for the foul. So the Jazz will have 14 on the 24. 7:19 still to play, so a lot of time left. A lot of time for the Lakers to get momentum back on their side.
Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Derek Fisher picks up another personal foul. So the Lakers now 0 to the limit. It'll be free throws for the rest of the game for the Jazz. Gary Payton, Devean George, and Slava Medvedenko made his first start this season in the absence of Karl Malone. Karl, we'll look forward to seeing you on Tuesday night against the Knicks. So Mo Williams, second-round draft pick out of Alabama, to the free throw line. He's played well and now has that free throw tumble off the iron.
Well, about another minute, you're going to see the Lakers starters all on the floor. Let's see if they can generate the energy that it's going to take the wind out of the sails of this Utah Jazz team.
Remember those free throw misses. I know there's a lot of time left. Williams missed a couple. The Jazz now just 14 of 22 from the line. Kobe inside, working on Bell. Hit on the arm. It'll be 2 free throws coming to number 8, Kobe Bryant.
I guess players are just not willing to say to the offensive guy, make a tough shot, because I mean, that's not an easy shot where you're spinning and trying to find sight of the basketball of the rim when you're turning around before you shoot the ball. But then they go into the shot block mode and pick up the foul. They don't expect it. Yep. Here comes the rest of, no, not the rest of them, but 2 of them at least. Gary Payton comes back. Devean George comes back. So 4 starters on the floor. The only guy not on the floor is Slava Medvedenko. Horace Grant holding down the power forward position.
Kobe, good on both free throws. Give the Utah Jazz a lot of credit for hanging in, but that second unit, as you mentioned, Stu, just did not bring the tenacity that the Lakers have shown defensively over the last several games. Pavlovich comes around the screen, and boy, this kid can shoot it. He strokes it as nicely as can be. He now is in double figures with 10.
And they refuse to give up momentum. They just keep scoring on the other end. So the Lakers are going to have to take it away from them.
5-point game. Shaq down inside. Just walks Jaron Collins under the basket. Throws it down.
Well, before you allow him to do that, I mean, why not just take the foul? But at the same time, you know, he's so strong. You try to take the foul, and he gets a 3-point opportunity.
And Longden out on the perimeter. Here's to Collins. Shaq giving him all kinds of room. The Lakers need stops. Bell on the perimeter. 5 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. Runs right through Horace Grant. And a travel is called by Jess Kersey. Good help by Horace.
Well, that just happened to be the lesser of 2 evils for Raja Bell. That was either going to be an offensive foul, or the official said, I'm going to give you a break. I'm not going to call a foul. I'm going to call the travel. We've got a timeout. That's only the 3rd Utah turnover this half. The Lakers only have 1 on Fox Sports Net. I'm sorry, Paul. Lakers leading the Jazz by an 82-75 score with 6:14 to play here in the 4th. And a couple of scores from around the NBA. Sacramento continues winning at home. They've only lost 1. They beat Indiana tonight 91-88. Peja on the scoreboard with 27. And Bonzi Wells faced the Portland Trailblazers, his former team, for the first time in scored 16 in Memphis's 93-79 victory.
Saw the beginning of that game, Stu. Portland got off to a big lead, 14 points in the opening quarter, and then it was all Memphis. Not surprising, they have won their 5th straight, a franchise record. Hand off to Gary Payton. Easy layup. Nice play coming out of the timeout.
That was way too easy coming out of the timeout. Jerry Sloan can't be happy about that.
And Longden, who's played most, if not all, of the 4th period, comes to Williams. You say the same about him. Head and shoulder fake, gets away from Gary Payton and knocks down a long jump shot.
They heat it up. You mentioned Van Longden. In 5-6 minutes he's played, he's got 5 points and 5 rebounds. So he's been a major contributor in that stretch.
Mo Williams also with a dozen off the bench. Kobe above the 3-point line. A couple of dribbles, gets down the lane. The floater, charge or block. Still no signal.
Well, he got pushed from behind.
A foul on Jaron Collins, and Kobe will be going back to the free throw line, where he is 7 of 8 on the night.
And Maurice Williams took all of that a punishment for nothing. He was sitting in there trying to take the charge, and his teammate got called for the foul.
Good on the free throw, and let's reset for you who's on the floor for this final 5 minutes and 27 seconds. George, Horace Grant, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, along with Gary Payton for the Jazz, and Longden, who's played well, Pavlovich, good outside shooter, Jaron Collins, Raja Bell, and Mo Williams. Both free throws are good, and the Lakers lead is 86-77. Just a bit more breathing room after the Jazz had it down to 5.
And they've made 5 shots in a row, so they still are, scoring. They just haven't stopped the Lakers on the other end. When you're behind, you can't afford to trade baskets.
Collins looking for somebody to go to. Only 5 on the shot clock. Better get going. Mo Williams gets a screen all the way in the lane, floats it up. That was a tough try. Horace Grant with a good rebound.
I should have used the glass, number 1. That's a very difficult shot to make when you're moving that kind of speed.
Gary Payton, Kobe, all alone. Rims in and out on the three-pointer. Williams with the rebound. He's got it on the dribble. A couple of players get tangled up. Kobe with Raja Bell. They go sprawling, and a foul is called.
Fouls on number 8, Kobe Bryant.
Both teams out of fouls, so it'll be free throws coming to Raja Bell. Played his college basketball at Florida International in his 4th season, 27 years of age. Jerry Sloan still barking out instructions. Never won the Coach of the Year. 15 straight seasons in the playoffs, 15 straight winning seasons, as you might imagine. That free throw up and good by Bell.
Surprisingly, Raja Bell leads that team in 3-point accuracy. That surprised me when I noticed that. I shoot 42% from behind the arc, and you've got the shooters that are surrounding him. There's probably 2 or 3 other guys that I would have guessed would have been higher percentage.
Yeah, as a team, Stu, the Jazz, if there's a knock on them in terms of their offensive production, it's from behind the arc. They are last in the NBA from behind the 3-point line at just under 30%. Payton with it, back to the basket. Shaq comes over to set that tight screen. The ball is loose, goes back to Payton, wants to clear the lane. Outside to Devean George, misses the 3-hand. Longden with another rebound. Utah with numbers. Pavlovich wants the, nice. And Raja Bell blew the layup, and Pavlovich there to lay it up and in, and the foul.
Yeah, he knew he wanted to get a 3-point play. He said, I'll miss this layup on purpose so that you can get the rebound and lay it in and get fouled. That was just a flat-out blown opportunity by Raja Bell. But there's the teammate, Pavlovich, to pick it up, put it in, get fouled. Why are they making him shoot a free throw? As good a shooter as he is, they just got to put it on the floor.
He missed one, and Shaq takes the rebound. That's a big miss. Oh, indeed. That could have cut it to 4. 4:12 remaining. Looking inside to Shaquille, guarded by Collins. Shaq just walked him under the basket the last possession, and this time goes to the traditional hook.
I like that shot. I've said it so many times. I just think when he adds that to his arsenal on a more consistent basis, it's just going to make the drop step that much easier.
Collins at the pinch post. Shaq now with 16, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. The Jazz using a lot of time off the clock to basically get nothing done. Here comes Williams. Shaq comes out. Nice pass to Jaron Collins, who lays it up and in as Shaq had to come out and help.
They executed that one to perfection yet again. But the shot clock, as you mentioned, all the way down to 2.
Looking for Shaq. He's got the angle, has it down in deep. Collins goes to the floor, but that's going to be free throws coming to Shaquille.
And that was an intentional foul there by Jaron Collins. As the Lakers lead it by 5 with 3:28 to play. They decided, well, we know Shaquille can dunk on a consistent basis. Let's see if he can make these 2 free throws.
Shaq so far on the night, just 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
You know, I thought he had a real good shot at a triple-double because at the start of the third quarter, he was only 2 assists short. He still is 2 assists short.
First free throw missed, and want to remind you our next telecast right here on Fox Sports Net will be coming up Tuesday as the Lakers take on the New York Knicks, now with Antonio McDyess back in the lineup. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. with the Lakers Live pregame show, all coming up right here on Fox Sports Net. Shaq, second of 2 free throws, is good. The Lakers lead is 89-83. Williams with it on the perimeter, looking for Pavlovich. And then off the cut is also Raja Bell. 12 on the shot clock. Pavlovich tries to cross over, gets around the screen, takes a tough fall-away jump. Oh, back off the back iron. So now he's missed a jump shot and a free throw.
That one was off the dribble.
Kobe, pull up. 15-footer short all the way. And Longdon was ahead of the pack, and Williams got hit inadvertently, and a foul is called. Easy play to call. So it'll be more free throws coming to Utah.
And with the clock stopped, you know, if they're going to get a defensive rebound, make them score by utilizing some of the time. And now with 3:02 to play, trailing only by 6, 2 free throws here can make this a 4-point game. And Mr. Momentum has not left the Jazz side yet. He's not taken off that uniform.
They have played very, very well in this second half after the Lakers went out to a comfortable 15-point lead. Mo Williams getting big minutes here in the second half for the starter. Raul Lopez makes the first of 2 free throws. He now has 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. Andrei Kirilenko continues to sit along the sideline. Averages 17. Tonight, just 4. Both free throws up and good.
Well, Sloan's riding the unit that...
Leave him over there.
Yeah, the unit that's been playing well at this fourth quarter and second half, basically.
Payton works right side. Inside to Kobe. Missed his last couple of shots. Being guarded by Bell. Turnaround jump shot. No. Shaq there working inside. The ball's loose. It should be Utah's ball, and it is.
Well, still 2:43 left to play, and the Lakers, they're concerned on Fox Sports Net.
Will inbound. 2:43 remaining. And Longdon, who's continued to play very well, along with Mo Williams. Pavlovich also out there, along with Raja Bell and Jaron Collins. Williams on the wing, working against Payton. The crowd yelling for defense. That'd be a good idea. Missed shot, rebound taken by Devean George.
They got what they wanted out of that, even though Gary Payton made him alter the shot just a bit.
Horace Grant with it straight away, looking for Shaq, guarded by Collins. Shaq in the lane a long time, knew it, had to dribble back outside. Shaq still on the dribble. Look, oh, nice pass to Kobe. Hangs in the air, can't make that. Good defense by Longdon, who's knocked to the floor, and he has really played well in the fourth period.
Kobe just trying to figure out why he can't get a call there. He hung in the air for quite some time after what he thought was contact before he shot the ball. No whistle. And then on the rebound attempt, foul was called on Horace Grant. That sends the Jazz to the line for 2 more free throws.
This is Ben Longdon, made this roster as a free agent. If you've never heard of him and you follow the NBA, don't feel bad. This is his first year, although he's a 30-year-old rookie. Misses that free throw badly.
Well, the bench for the Jazz tonight have outscored the Laker bench 43-10. So that's why Jerry Sloan has kept them on the floor.
And Longdon, after nearly banking the first one in, throwing up a brick, easily made the second, or nicely, I should say. The Lakers lead 89-86. Payton working on the dribble, some screen and roll, finds some space, pull-up jump shot, tried to guide that one home. And Utah with a chance to tie. Kick ahead, dangerous pass. Bell has got it, takes it inside, finds Pavlovich. The Lakers better find him defensively.
He's got a choice of screens this time, left or right.
Devean George ran right into Jaron Collins. I don't know if nobody called out the screen, but there was lots of contact, so it'll be free throws coming to one of the Collins twins. Fourth personal foul on Devin.
No question about the foul as Devin just runs right into him, knocks him down with the right forearm. You either have to try to slide over the top or go underneath, or have your teammates step out and even pick him up.
First free throw calmly made by Jaron Collins, a 73%er coming into this one. Only played 22 games last year before tearing up his knee.
Devean Collins is very consistent. He's a 73%er this year, and he's a 73%er in his career.
The Lakers lead is 89-88. They once led by 21. Inside to Shaquille. Does he get a bounce? No. Utah with a chance to take the lead. The crowd on their feet.
Well, another run by the Jazz. They're on an 11-3 run right now, so they have this crowd and the Lakers very much concerned.
Shaq comes out to help.
Don't leave. See, now they should run him off of this. They're exposing Shaquille to the fifth foul, if nothing else.
Raja Bell tangled up, gets in the lane, throws up a wild shot, and put back up and in by Han Longden. And the Utah Jazz have come all the way back to take the lead 90-89.
With less than a minute to play, so this possession for the Lakers, obviously vital.
Shaq fouled intentionally, so 2 free throws coming.
Well, the Jazz got the lead on a follow shot as Raja Bell, a little out of control on the shot, I guess, because he throws it up and hit nothing but backboard. But there's that Han Longden to put it in, give the Jazz a 1-point lead. Shaquille will go to the line. 46 seconds to play. The Jazz up 1. Shaquille 3 out of 7 on the evening.
That one rattles back home. Tied at 90. The Lakers, the only undefeated team at home in the NBA at this stage of the season. Dallas a loser to the Lakers, and Sacramento a loser in overtime the other night to Minnesota. Shaq, both free throws up and good. The Lakers recapture the lead, 91-90.
Well, if ever they needed a stop, it's now.
Williams around a couple of screens. Oh, and he buries a 17-footer. Utah back on top.
This Utah Jazz team, you got to give them a lot of credit. They were down 21. They could have packed it in, and they have done nothing of the kind.
Payton out to Devean George for 3. Got it!
Well, that puts pressure on them to at least score now. If you don't give up a three-pointer, you're looking at OT. But the Lakers want to stop. Maybe they could get one this half.
The Lakers lead at 94-92. Shot clock in game. Oh, he almost turns it over. Ball's on the floor. That's off of Kobe. No argument there. 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 9.2 in the game.
Boy, that was a fumble that Horace Grant had in his grasp. Could not hold on to it. And then Kobe trying to run it down. Tipped it out of bounds. 9 seconds.
Lakers leading at 94-92 thanks to the shot from behind the arc, Stu, by Devean George.
Big shot by Devin. Gary Payton draws the double team, kicks it to Dev, and just nice confident stroke. Lakers were trailing by 1, and that put them up by 2. So now we have to figure out what they're going to do, or they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do defensively for 9 seconds. That's all they have to do is get a stop. They haven't had many stops here in the second half. The Jazz have really outplayed them here in the second half.
Raja Bell, their best. Oh, it's deflected. Devean George almost with the steal, but I'm concerned, Stu, about the gentleman taking the ball out of bounds, and that's Sasha Pavlovich, and Jerry Sloan's going to talk about another inbound possibility.
Well, and he takes a full timeout, too, so they have nothing left now but a 20-second timeout on Fox Sports Net.
Back once again, the Lakers doing a very good job of denying the Utah Jazz their ability to get the ball inbounded. And I'm not so sure about having this rookie inbound the ball. That's what makes me even more think the play is set for him. On the cut, here comes Williams. Fall away jump shot, off the back iron, long rebound. This is a 2 to tie, again off the back. And Shaq's got the rebound, and the Lakers have got their 26th straight regular season victory.
They're awfully happy to have it, don't get me wrong, but they are not happy about the way they play. They're happy about Devean George knocking down that three-pointer with 24 seconds left that gave them the 2-point lead. So he is the Gatorade player of the game.
So the Lakers improved to 17-3, a perfect 11-0 at home. And Mailman, come on back, do some delivering. We'll see you on Tuesday against the Knicks. So for Stu Lance and Bill McDonald, I'm Paul Sunderland, saying so long from Staples Center, where the final score is the Lakers 94 and the Jazz